Meanwhile, rebel forces in Syria claim to have reached the suburbs of Damascus and have entered the city of Homs. Local media reports President Assad remains in the capital. These images show protesters toppling the statue of the president's father near the capital. It was reported that the president had left the country as a result of the escalating situation, but his office says these claims are false. Alistair Bunkle is following the story.
Well, I mean, claims by the Syrian government that Bashar al-Assad is working as normal, just utterly farcical, I think. I mean, when you bear in mind, in the space of just a week, he has lost Aleppo, he has lost Hama. You now have rebel forces from different factions in the suburbs of Homs and the suburbs of the capital, Damascus. They are advancing, they have momentum, and at no point over the last 7 days have they really come up against any serious kind of opposition from the Syrian military. There have been airstrikes carried out by the Syrians and by the Russians on the rebels, but it has done nothing to slow their advance, it would seem. And so if events continue at this pace, then the only conclusion is that Bashar al-Assad's days are numbered, and after 54 years of brutal rule by the Assad family, that is perhaps hours away from coming to an end, because his options are narrowing. If he is still in Damascus, as his office say that he is, it could be that he will soon be left with a choice, either negotiate or flee. But his negotiating hand is getting ever weaker, and the rebels are starting to surround Damascus from a number of sides. And so this situation is unravelling very, very quickly indeed. Probably, actually, we will look back in it too quickly, because few will mourn the departure of Bashar al-Assad if that is what eventually happens. But what comes next, when you've got multiple rebel factions closing in on the capital, wanting power, well, that is an unknown, but it has the potential to be very bloody indeed.